Hello, day 11, and I am in Santo Domingo de la Calzada. It's written down on a sign in front of me, so I needed to check it out. Well, today was wild. So we left Najera. Najera was a super fun little place and really liked it. Like, that's a town that you could go back and visit and check out more deeply. Just really pretty. Nothing much else to say. Like, it was pretty, it was relaxed, it was kind of cool. We found where the bad kids hang out. We were walking around and there was some music playing, and we went down a corridor and there was like a live DJing out of the back of the van, and a bunch of kids hanging out smoking cigarettes in the back alley or something. So we laughed and said, we found the bad neighborhood. There's probably not a lot for kids in Najera to get up to, so I'm glad to see they were having some fun. It was a long walk today, about 22 kilometers, and the weather was much cooler. So yesterday was like 37 degrees, I think, was the top temperature, and it was brutal. It was way too hot. Like, just walking down the street, you would break a sweat. So today it was only about 16 or 18 degrees when we set out on our walk, and that was perfect. And a little bit overcast, so I liked that too. Less sunburn, and felt okay at first, but it's a funny thing as you're walking. Like, some days it feels okay. I won't say it's ever like totally effortless, but sometimes it's just really pleasant and lovely. This morning felt heavy. It was hard to get rolling, feeling pain in my feet. I've been pretty lucky. I do have some little tiny blisters, but none of them that have bothered me or that I haven't been able to kind of take care of in a way that makes it possible for me to keep walking. But just sort of general aches and pains. Your feet aren't used to, mine anyway, aren't used to walking this far. Hey, and today we hit something like 200 kilometers, so pretty pleased with ourselves to have made it that far. I sure didn't expect that. I mean, I guess I expected it, but once you start doing it, it feels like, oh, how am I going to make this happen? And here it is happening. Walked through some towns that were fine. They were interesting, I guess. Not particularly noteworthy, but just okay. But Santo Domingo seems like a cool little hangout. You can see behind me there's, I guess, sort of one of the town squares. It's not the only one. There's quite a few. Earlier this evening or this afternoon, it's about 6:30 right now. There were all sorts of people having sangria and beer out on those tables, including us. Had some sangria and some beer. Right now, things are pretty quiet. Like, the restaurants close and they reopen around 8 o'clock. And the shops close too. So everybody siestas through the afternoon, and they open up at around 6 o'clock. We went to go see if we could find an extra raincoat. Because we sent a few things back to France, and one of the things we sent was the extra raincoat. So tonight it looks like it's going to storm. In fact, there's some thunder going on as I'm taping this, and there'll be rain, like 100% chance of rain tomorrow morning, and that's okay. It's probably going to be good to walk in the rain a little bit, and it's a long day tomorrow. It's about 22 kilometers. We did stop as we were walking back to the hotel, which is like, it's a pension, so it's like a hostel. We're finding that the cost of staying in a single, like a room with 2 beds or a double bed or whatever they have, is about the same price, only a little bit more expensive than staying in the albergues, or at least close enough in cost that it's worth it to me. You get generally your own private bathroom, or at least a barely shared bathroom, like you might share with one other person, and you get the luxury of a private room where you can stretch out and relax and not have the bunk bed above you squeaking and things like that. So as we were walking back to the pension, hostel, hotel, whatever you want to call it, there was a chocolate shop, and their specialty was Rioja truffles. So Rioja is the wine of this region, or this is the region, Rioja, and that's red wine grapes are quite famous for this area, and they were chocolate truffles made with red wine, and they were so good. so good. But now, like, we haven't had much sugar in the last few weeks, and it's making us both feel a little bit sick right now. Um, so we're out, we're picking up a couple of essentials, and probably we're not going to eat anything else today. I'm finding that we're just not all that hungry. We have kind of lunch, and that's like either a big breakfast or a big lunch that's late in the day, like we ate today at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And that is enough for the day. Have some fruit in the room, and that'll probably finish off the day. And because it's going to rain, it's a good day to just hang out at the hotel. So the other thing that was really notable, I think, I mean, really beautiful scenery. The area that we're walking in right now is kind of known for its farming industry, and farming here is olive trees. There's lots of wheat fields and tons of vineyards. So really beautiful, but like they call it flat, not flat by Prairie Girl standards, but it's like these beautiful rolling hills. And by the way, I ran into some other Manitobans today, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, just beautiful. And because it's springtime, the side of the road is just like chock-a-block with wildflowers in colors. So many colors. They're just gorgeous. Anyway, wish you were here. Miss you. Love you. Bye.